Welcome guys to another vlog from Outpatient Health System. I trust you are well. I trust you, if you've had a heart problem, I trust you're on the mend. And here we go with another video. Now today I'm going to be making a berry smoothie. Why is that important? Because berries get us into a certain type of chemical called a phytonutrient. Now that's a plant chemical that not a lot of people talk about because they don't know about, because they're largely undiscovered. Now there are hundreds of them. One of the ones we're going to be concentrating on today is one called bioflavonoids. Now you've all heard of bioflavonoids. They are often listed on the side of products, and one of them things that you don't know what is, or one of the bioflavonoids that's available to us in berries is quercetin. Now one of the great properties of quercetin, the bioflavonoid, is that we can use it to repair arteries. Why is that important? Because if you've had an heart attack, you've had a thrombus, and you've had a damaged artery. So using quercetin is one of the ways you can repair damaged arteries, because quercetin, like I say, feeds arterial walls, gives strength to arterial walls and flexibility. Therefore, as you start exercising and making your comeback from your heart attack, you will need to feed your arterial walls that have been damaged and repair them. So we're going to make a berry smoothie from some blackberries and a few strawberries. Now the strawberries I bought, I actually purchased. The blackberries are wild and they're raring to go because they're just about to pass their wild sell-by date. I've had them for about 3 or 4 days now in the fridge, nice and cool, and they're ready to go into a smoothie. Now the reason I'm telling you this here is because when we start blending in the kitchen, it's an industrial blender and it makes quite a bit of a noise, and I won't be able to talk over the industrial blender. Right? With that said, get yourself a blender and get yourself a good blender. I don't sell them, I'm not here to promote them. I love my blender, I use it every day without fail. It's been absolutely fantastic, and when I say a good blender, expect to pay at least £200. There are only 2 blenders I know that are worth buying, and I'm not going to discuss them because I don't promote them. Okay, back to the smoothie. I'm going to be using almond milk, which I've soaked the almonds overnight. I'm going to be using the milk from almonds. Do not use dairy milk unless it's raw. Dairy milk is acidic, right? I will be doing a video on cows and the miserable life that they lead. Okay, so I don't use dairy milk unless it's raw, of course. I will be using honey, and I will be using a product, a superfood. This is an introduction to superfoods, guys. I will be using maca, a Peruvian root vegetable. Obviously I'm using the powdered version. Now, why am I using maca? Maca has some fantastic attributes. One of those attributes, because it's grown in Peru, and it's grown above 10,000 feet at high altitude, it has really deep roots. For that reason, just like weeds, it's able to suck all the minerals up, and that's what we need inside us. So maca is high in minerals, B vitamins, trace minerals, and vitamin C. So we're going to put some maca in. I tend to use a lot of maca. It's a fantastic superfood, and what maca is capable of is, well, it's known as a libido. It will increase your libido. Why does it increase your libido? It's an hormone regulator. It's an androgen regulator. It regulates the hormonal system. It's called an adaptogen. So that's why we'll be using maca, the powder. Okay, so we've got the blackberries, the maca, we've got a sweetener, we'll be using raw honey. I've spoke about raw honey, look for the raw honey videos, fantastic food, right? One thing I will like to say while I'm on the subject of quercetin, the bioflavonoid, which will be in the berries, it's available in blackberries and all berries and strawberries. One of the attributes to quercetin is the fact that it can suppress an histamine reaction. Now I will be talking about histamine reactions and hay fever. One of the things about the bioflavonoid quercetin, it suppresses the histamine reaction. So if you're suffering with hay fever, right, this berry smoothie I'm going to make would be a gateway to you losing your hay fever, because the quercetin will lower the histamine reaction, and the honey and the bee pollen I sprinkle on after will introduce you to wild pollen. That's one way of losing hay fever. I did it myself, proven by me. Okay,